Frankie!
Frankie!
How you doing?
Great, how are
Wonderful.
Great so
you?
far.
Frankie Bear?
I'm great. I'm doing great. Last time I was on your show, that was June 10th, 2020.
Right, too long.
Yeah, it's been too long, Frankie. How have you been? How has summer been? How has summer treated you?
My summer was great. I was been down the boardwalk and things like that.
That's good.
Wow, we haven't been able to do any of that.
No,
'cause
we've
COVID.
been handcuffed. We've been
Just
handcuffed.
stuck in the house.
But we had a tornado though. We had a tornado that ripped trees up, Frankie.
That means you got hit by tropical storm Isis back in August.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was
who
not
knows?
fun. It was
Yeah.
like 3 days of no power, and I felt like I felt dirty because I couldn't even shower.
That means you're getting lots of rain right now too. You're going to get more rain.
We're gonna get more rain.
What? I was done with the rain. The rain just stopped. I don't want no more rain. Where are we getting all this rain?
Because
Frankie?
of high pressure system in the Atlantic.
Oh, was there another hurricane? Because like we got hit by the
Yeah.
one in August, and there was another one, right?
Yeah.
What was the other one? Was that what was the name?
Drizzle.
Yeah.
What would you do, Frankie, if they named a storm after you? Would you be honored or angered?
They had a Typhoon Frankie back in 1996,
Oh.
Pacific Typhoon season.
What if they had Typhoon Frankie MacDonald though?
They had a Winter Storm Frankie in Montana.
Wow,
There's a lot of
Montana.
Frankie storms.
I got a Frankie MacDonald action figure right here. And it says, Frankie says, be prepared.
I remember another tropical storm, Faye. It hit New Jersey too.
Do tropical storms
Back in
ever
July.
hit, do they ever hit outer space at all? Like Tropical Storm Zorktron?
You got hit by both Faye and Isis.
Faye and Isis. That's not a good tropical storm. What? How's the world tour coming, Frankie?
I'll be going to every single country in the world. People have to pay at the box office to go see me on stage.
The box
I'll be giving
office.
those speeches on stage.
Do you-
Doing comedy skits on stage every single country in the world.
Do you want to leave Canada?
Yes.
Why?
Perform on stage multiple times every country in the world.
Just
But
to
Canada
perform.
is safe.
Canada is your hometown, though. I
Yeah.
feel like you would do the best on stage there.
I have no choice. I'll be traveling to every single country in the world.
Even the ones that hate us. What about
Just
like?
to perform there.
Yeah.
I'll be giving those speeches, dancing on stage, doing comedy skits. People have to pay the box office to go see me on stage.
Have you done any new dances this summer?
I did some dancing video. The latest comedy video I did, guy try to see a ton of hot dogs dead being chased by dogs. That's my latest comedy video.
Wow. Did the dogs win or
I
the
will
hot
show you
dogs?
guys a new Frankie MacDonald bobblehead released by Bobbleheads Hall of Fame.
I love that bobblehead.
Press it again.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna do a video with the guy eating 50 hot dogs at once. Thanks for watching. I'm Frankie MacDonald.
Frankie, I love you, and we always have fun with you. But some of your supporters have been a little rough on us over on YouTube.
Yeah, just Reddit. That means I became so popular on Reddit in July.
Oh, so it's
Frankie, your fans, they don't like us. They
your
think
fans don't like us. Yeah, they're kind of Reddity. How did that happen?
they think we're mean.
Yeah, but we love you. We love you.
Yes.
What do you have besides the world tour? Would you ever get married in 2021?
That's gonna be, and I'll be going to I'll be doing multiple world tours. I'll be doing a ton of it.
Well, what if you meet that special woman though that you want to settle down with? What would she need to have? Like big boobies?
I would go to every country in the world, giving them speeches.
What country has the biggest boobies?
Me and Frankie are gonna go to North Korea. Cause in North Korea, the one thing you don't know, cause the media doesn't tell you, is all the women there have the biggest boobies. Yeah. You think the Koreans have small titties, but you're wrong, cause Kim Jong-un doesn't show them. He doesn't let you know what he's keeping to his country. All the women in North Korea, they got big old titties. They're the biggest, and me and Frankie are gonna get on a plane headed toward North Korea, where we gonna rub our faces. That's called motorboat, and some big titties in North Korea. Who have the biggest titties? I bet you didn't know that, cause when you think Korean, you think tiny titty. But let me tell you something about North Korea and their boobies. They fucking big. Me and Frankie are gonna take a plane to North Korea, and as soon as we get off, we gonna motorboat some titties. The boobies. Right, Frankie? In North Korea. Where you gonna get the biggest boobies? In North Korea. Yeah.
Wow. What is the winter gonna be like, Frankie?
It's gonna be a lot of snow in Vancouver, British Columbia, Seattle, Washington, Portland, Oregon, because the La Nina just developed off the coast in Ecuador. La Nina is now declared, it's now official off the coast of Ecuador and South America and the Pacific, cold waters of the Pacific. That's going to trigger a whole lot of snow on the west coast of the United States, like Vancouver and Seattle and Olympia and Port Angels and Ballard and all these places. And Victoria, British Columbia. Will bring a lot of nor'easters in New York and New Jersey and all these places. And it's going to bring a lot of snow squalls in Ontario, Michigan, a lot of stormy weather in all across Great Lakes states. It's going to bring severe extreme cold in Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska,
Maryland,
Kansas,
Monroe.
Oklahoma, and Texas, and even northern Mexico.
What about space? What about the planet? What about Uranus? What's the weather gonna be like on Uranus?
It's going to be extreme windy in Uranus. And Mars is getting more powerful storms all the time. They get a lot of dust storms on Mars.
What about Venus?
Venus is a lot of gas, acid, atmosphere.
What about
It's like an atmosphere of gas.
and like I don't know, Jupiter?
Jupiter has a big red spot. It looks like that's a really, really stormy planet. It looks like Neptune is the stormiest planet in the solar system.
What should we do with it though? Should we like let it keep storming?
That God controls it. It keeps storming it on another planet, Neptune.
What about Satan? Does Satan run any of the planets? The devil.
It's gonna be down underground in the earth, down well below the earth's surface.
Yeah. If you go down to the Earth's surface, you'll find a bunch of shit, like a little bit of rocks and some fucking fire water. I call that lava. You'll find a lot of lava, a little bit of rocks, and some worms. But there's one thing that you'll find in the center of the Earth that you're not gonna find anywhere else: big old titties. Yeah. That's right. Me and Frankie are taking a giant drill bot down to the center of the Earth, cause Frankie and the Driz know There's some pretty big titties in North Korea, but you're gonna find the biggest boobies in the center of the earth. Yeah, so me and Frankie have some astronaut costumes. And we're gonna go in a giant drill bot and gonna go down to the center of the earth. There's gonna be giant worms and kind of rocks and some fucking lava and shit like that. But once we get down to the bottom, after we fight off the worms, we find some big old boobies. And there's gonna be a lot of big old boobies. And what do you think Frankie and I are gonna do with those boobies? Frankie, what will you and I do with the boobies? Yeah, that's right, Frankie. We're gonna rub our faces on them. Brrr. Yeah, we're gonna rub our faces on them. Brrr. You'll only find those in the center of the earth. Boom.
How's that gonna be? How's that gonna be in October? Halloween. What do we gotta do? We gotta stay inside. We gotta go out.
You guys, you have to sit inside. I'll tell you guys to stay inside. You know, the clothes is not good.
Do you wear a mask, Dracula? I
I
wear
got
a mask.
hands and teeth. I have to go to coffin. I'm going to coffin.
I agree.
What the coffin protects from the COVID? The coffin.
Are you the one that?
COVID-19.
Are you patient 0, Dracula?
Yeah.
I'll see you guys on Halloween.
I'll see you, Doc. You got
Yeah.
the best candies? What do you think is gonna win for president, Frankie?
What?
Go,
Great.
Christmas. What about Joe Biden?
You're crazy, you're 2020.
I was just gonna say that. What about the Driz?
I was gonna say, what about Frankenberry or Booberry?
Or Chocula?
Frankie MacDonald and the Driz. We gonna go trick-or-treating together. I'm gonna dress up as a famous internet rapper. Wish I don't gotta do much, I just go as myself. And Frankie MacDonald is gonna be a weatherman. That's right, the Driz as a famous internet rapper and Frankie MacDonald as the weatherman are gonna go trick-or-treating this year. We're gonna knock on some doors a bunch, and when they open the door and they go, hey, here's some candy, we gonna be like, nah, show us those big boobies. Yeah, show us those big boobies. And if they don't have big boobies but just have candy, we gonna close their door.
Watch him.
We gonna close the door
Punch
and
'em.
we go down to the next house.
To
That's
Booby Town.
right. The Driz,
Going down to Booby
the
Town.
Driz as a famous internet rapper and Frankie MacDonald and the
As a booby
weatherman
lover.
are gonna go down
To
to
Booby
Booby
Town.
Land. Yeah, Booby Town.
Booby
We gotta
Town.
go trick-or-treating, and when you trick-or-treat at Booby Town and they answer the door, they have their fucking titties all showing and bare, and they squirt some milk in your face. It's the best. Yeah. We gotta go down to Booby Town. the Drez and Frankie MacDonald, the rapper and the weatherman. We gonna get some titty milk in our faces.
Premiumbeat.com.
It's gonna be the best Halloween of 2020. We ain't gonna get coronavirus. We just gonna get that titty milk. That titty milk. That titty milk. Frankie and the Drez.
Would you ever get married, Frankie?
Frankie, would you ever get married?
What would the special lady that landed Frankie need to have?
Yeah. And I'll be going to so many countries on the world tour.
So many. How many?
Whole bunch of them.
What's going to be your favorite country to visit, Frankie?
Every one of them.
Even the ones that don't speak English?
Even if they don't speak English, I will perform there as well.
How will you perform? What will you say?
How we do it? I'll need a professional translator for that.
Could the Driz translate?
Take that lime. That's right.
Could the Driz translate?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what are we doing? Me and Frankie, that Drez and Frankie MacDonald are going to Europe. We gonna go on a Euro trip. That's why we're gonna go to Europe. I don't know what's in Europe. It's like a lot of British shit and shit. But Frankie's like, yo, Driz, and I'm like, yo, Frankie, and Frankie's like, yo, I fucking love old Ben, and I was like, what the fuck's old Ben? And he's like, it's a fucking clock. I was like, that's kind of lame, and he's like, nah, Driz, you don't know. And I'm like, I don't know, Frankie, what kind of weather hit the old Ben? And he's like, lightning bolts. Yeah, he's like, lightning bolts hit old Ben. And I'm like, alright, that sounds kind of cool. So Frankie and the Driz are going to Europe. We gonna go to old Ben and watch it get hit by some lightning bolts. By some lightning bolts. Frankie then whispered in my ear and was like, hey Driz. And I was like, yo, what up, Frankie? And he was like, you know what I really want to go to Europe for? And I was like, I don't know. Lightning bolts? And he was like, nah, fuck that weather shit. I'm going to Europe because those European girls got some big old titties. Yeah, they got the biggest boobies. And I was like, are you sure about that, Frankie? And he was like, yo, they're bigger than the ones in North Korea and the ones at the center of the earth. And I was like, oh my god. And he was like, what, Driz? I was like, yo, Frankie, if they have bigger boobies than the one in North Korea and the one in the center of the earth, then those boobies are as big as planets. And Frankie was like, yeah, that's what I'm into. And I was like, that's fucking hot, dude. Let's make out. And he was like, alright. And we were like, it was cool. That's Frankie and the Driz. Yeah, give me more of that lime.
What's the best storm, Frankie?
Huh?
The winter storm Jonas, a very powerful blizzard in January 2016.
Yeah, January 2016, Frankie and I took a time machine back to January 2016. I was like, yo, Frankie. And he was like, yo, Driz. And I was like, why are we going to 2016? And he was like, because you're going to find the biggest storm in 2016. And I was like, are you sure? I thought you were only into big boobies. And he's like, nah, the one thing I love more than big boobies is a big storm. And I was like, okay, that fits you a little more. But then he leaned into me and he was like, yeah, Driz, but let me tell you something. And I was like, what's that, Frankie? And he was like, you know what you're gonna find inside a big storm? And I was like, I don't know, Frankie. And he was like, big old boobies. And I was like, no way. And he was like, yeah, they're gonna be the big old boobies, but you gotta get inside of the storm, in the eye of the storm, we call it, to find some cows and stuff are flying around in there. But in the middle of that big old storm, there are giant boobies, and they're like the biggest boobies. They're like universe-sized boobies, and I was like, oh my god, I could barely handle the planet-sized boobies, and Frankie was like, inside the storm, there are like universe boobies. I can't even spread my arms wide enough to show you how big a universe boobie is, but dude, Drez, you're gonna be fucking mind blown. Yeah. And so we went and took a time machine back to 2016 January to go to the biggest storm. And me and Frankie jumped inside of the storm, and we spun around in the storm looking for the universe-sized boobies. And I was like, Frankie, and he was like, what, Driz? And I was like, we just spinning. And he's like, nah, man, we in the boobie. And I was like, mind fucking blown. Yeah.
Frankie,
What's up?
what is up?
I was talking to Bass Guy Show. I helped them out last night fixing the computer.
I saw
and
that.
Bass Guy had to fix his own show's computer. He had to take everything apart. He had to get a new power supply because his old power supply is not powerful enough to support a new graphics card.
What about boobie supply?
That's a lot of lime.
How is the
That
power
means-
supply?
And Robin Slim, you can't even dance at bars because it's a COVID thing.
Driz can dance in bars, but COVID is stopping him from a lot of his fantasies. What do you have planned for next year, Frankie? COVID?
And I'll be on Robin Slim Show in the end in October too.
Yeah, and Frobember.
And Bass Guy will also be on Robin Slim Show in the end of October too.
Yeah. We will all be. We'll all be.
Last Wednesday in October 2020, Wednesday, October 28th, 2020. Next time I'll be on Robin Slim Show at 10 o'clock p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, which is 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, October 28th, 2020.
Driz has half a dollar in his mouth right now. I don't think he can even rap anymore. I think you broke the Driz. What about Mr. Mister? Mr. Mystic. Where did everybody find you, Frankie?
At Frankie McD, that's my Twitter. My Facebook is Frankie MacDonald, Frankie MacDonald public figure. Fan page with a blue check mark. My YouTube channel is Dogs and Wolves. My Instagram is Frankie MacD 1984. My TikTok is Frankie MacDonald 1984. My LinkedIn is Frankie MacDonald. My Snapchat is Frankie MacDonald. The taser.
The taser.
All right, thank you, Frankie.
Love you, Frank.
Best of luck to you. I'm Frankie MacDonald. You're listening to Robin Slim Show. I will see you guys on Wednesday, October 28th, 2020 at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 10 o'clock p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. And Bass Guy will also return on the same day.
We be there.
We be.
I'll be there.
Yeah, love you.
Wow.
Love you.